And a very good evening, everybody. And welcome to Swarthmore as the host Garnet take on the Gettysburg Bullets in first round action of Centennial Conference Women's Soccer Playoffs. Mark Narducci here, glad to bring you all the action. Swarthmore, the number 3 seed. Gettysburg, the number 6 seed. Let's get to the lineups first off for Swarthmore. A senior forward midfielder from Virginia Beach, Grace Slevin, for Gettysburg, I should say. A freshman defender from Westfield, New Jersey, Elise Fox. A senior defender from South Orange, New Jersey, Naomi Joseph. A senior midfielder from Reading, PA, Molly O'Shea. The leading scorer for the Bullets, a sophomore from Jacksonville Beach, Florida, Jordan Weinberg. A junior midfielder, Morgan Hobson. Senior midfielder, Lena Schaefer. Senior midfielder defender, Claudia Mischler. Junior defender, Danny Blocking. Sophomore forward midfielder, Ashley Carbonare. And the keeper is senior from Westfield, New Jersey, Caitlin Alman. For the host Garnets, in goal, it'll be Lillian Keller, the senior from Washington, D.C. Senior defender midfielder, Alessandro Opio, one of the best players in the Centennial Conference. Another top player, Amelia Mounts, a senior forward from Honey Falls, New York. Megan Ruoff, senior midfielder from Portland, Oregon. Danny Kaufman-Sedano, a junior forward midfielder from Carbo, North Carolina. Abby Chang's a sophomore midfielder from San Mateo, California, brings a lot of energy to this team. Emmy Hansard, a sophomore defender from Sherman Oaks, California. Eloise France, a freshman defender who has improved by leaps and bounds during this season, from Barcelona, Spain. Another top defender, Karen Mays, a sophomore from Ann Arbor, Michigan. And a sophomore forward midfielder, Senna Meath, from Columbus, Ohio. Swarthmore 12-4-1 overall, 6-3-1 in the Centennial Conference. Gettysburg finished 6-6-5, 3-4-1. Gettysburg actually tied for that 6th spot with Haverford, both of them 3-3-4. But Gettysburg had a head-to-head win over Haverford 1-0 on October 22nd, and that was the difference. So it should be just an outstanding matchup here. On September 24th, Swarthmore traveled to Gettysburg and won a 2-1 decision in their only meeting of the season. Swarthmore in the white uniforms, and we're off. Again, you know, we did not have overtime in the regular season in NCAA soccer. That all changes on all levels, obviously. If overtime is needed, there will be 2 10-minute periods. It is not golden goal. Karen Mays kicked that one up, and it'll be a throw for the Bullets. Swarthmore coming off a 2-1 loss to Haverford, while Gettysburg had a scoreless draw with Muhlenberg, and that ended up clinching the playoff spot for the Bullets. Mays runs that down, and then Keller kicks it out. So it'll be a throw. Claudia Mischler for the Bullets. Gettysburg lined up with a big shot that time. That was number 4, Elise Fox. It's interesting that the leading scorer is Jordan Weinberg, and she plays in the back for Gettysburg. She's playing as a central defender. In fact, you see in this game 2 number 12s. She's not exactly on Danny Kaufman-Sedano, but they are near each other at least right now. This is Emmy Hansard, number 20. There's a head ball that time. Excellent job by Weinberg. Ayanyo Opio. Again, there she is, number 5. Now, remember last year she played a lot in the back, and she still has played there. But Todd Ankaitis, the head coach, has moved her up, and more like a defensive midfielder, but a little closer to help out offensively as well. And she's had just an outstanding senior year. Hansard trying to get out and then kicked out by Mishler. Early on, Gettysburg looking to feed to Grace Slevin going down that right flank. And it'll be Mishler on the throw. That was a nice job by Molly O'Shea as she blocked that ball. So some pressure here in the early going. O'Shea keeps it in. That's an excellent job by her. Abby Chang, 18 with the ball. Oyango Opio goes long ball. And again, both teams trying to settle in, get the rhythm going. It's Karen Mays. Abby Chang. Abby's got great speed. She can take people off the dribble. And she's obviously somebody that the defense is going to look at very closely. Really, what you notice here is Mishler with the tap out. Kaufman-Sedano, and that is cleared away. And that foul is on Danny, number 12 for the Garnet. So it'll be a free kick for the Bullets. That looked like Naomi Joseph who went down. It'll be the ever-present Jordan Weinberg taking the free kick, and we will be calling her name quite a bit. That one was up near midfield. Swarthmore with the throw on the far side. There's Amelia Mounts. Mounts very dangerous, especially there are a lot of players who are very good in open space. She's very good in tight quarters. You'll watch number 8 tonight as we have a free kick now. And that ball's out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in on the far side. Senna Meath. Ball was kicked up there by Schaefer, number 18, and here come the Garnet. Right at midfield. Mays. Abby Chang, nice trap there. Chang tries to step over. And they're going to call the foul on 20, Claudia Mishler. So it's going to be a direct kick for the Garnet, Karen Mays. At a very tough angle here. Again, that wall's got to go back a little further. It's one of my big complaints. They're not back 10 yards. May should make them walk it off. That is not a 10-yard wall. And now we're going to have it. The referee tonight is Zach Smith, Philip David, and Corey Phillips running the lines. You know, you could just tell as a shooter that wasn't close to 10 yards, and it makes a difference. So Zach Smith walks it off, and now it'll be Mays. Everybody lined up around the far post. Looks like we're going to re-kick this. Ayango Opio, number 5. You got to watch her in these situations. And just as I said that, she heads it just wide. Very, very strong in the air. So it'll be a goal kick. It'll be Weinberg for the Bullets. Jordan going to be a very active player here tonight. Hansard with a nice defensive play, and it's a good thing she did because 30, Ashley Carbonare, was on that right flank, and she would have had some room to operate. Swarthmore's had the possession here in the early going. Grace Slevin, you see number 2, she's doing a lot of running up there, putting on some high pressure for Gettysburg. Here comes O'Shea. O'Shea down the flank to Carbonare. Carbonare cuts it in, still has it. Now she has a second defender coming on her, looking for some help for her teammate. There's some tenacious work here as number 10, O'Shea. And that ball is out, so it'll be a goal kick. Really, some tenacious work by Molly O'Shea, who has a goal and 3 assists this year from Reading, PA, a senior. Went to Wilson Westlawn High School. Oh, Mounts almost had that on the trap. Kaufman Sedano, she's looking for Chang. And the one thing, that's a nice read there that time by Weinberg. That's a center back reading the play the way you're supposed to. Now, it's Chang with Weinberg. This is a good one-on-one matchup. Head ball out. You know, Weinberg had a little time that time to settle. Cleared out by Gettysburg, but France will keep it in. Ayanyo Opio, she's getting up some steam. And that shot is wide. That was by Nicte Machado Ako, but it'll be the first corner of the day. Or I should say the evening. Amelia Mounts to take the corner. And if you notice, Swarthmore's bringing 24 France up from the back. She can be a real threat here. And she got her head on it that time. But Amon gets it. So 2 times there have been some good plays inside of there by Swarthmore. And kick out of there. That was again Weinberg. Just in these first few minutes, you can see how well Weinberg reads the game, and reason why Coach Mike Garrett has her as that center back. Swarthmore trying to work it, but stolen that time by Carbonare. Gettysburg having some success up this right side. Mishler. Kaufman-Sedano that time, almost with the intercept. Mounts. See what we tell you about her in short areas? Was there a foul on that? Yes, there was. They said that Ashley Carbonaire used the elbow too much, and it'll be Karen Mays back to France. Again, look at all the running number 2 Grace Levin will be doing tonight. She's trying to put pressure on the defense. It's a thankless job, but all it takes is one turnover, and you might be able to walk in on goal. So Slevin is going to make that back work. France, a little bit too far that time. She was going to Machado Otko. Machado Otko has played very well recently and has gotten added playing time and just brings a tremendous amount of energy. Oh, they were going for Carbonaire that time, but here comes Chang. Chang calling in. Oh, and the ball was tipped that time by Weinberg, but Amon, the ever-present keeper, was right there. Again, the winner of this game will advance to the Centennial Conference semifinals. It'll be Mishler on the throw. Nope, Swarthmore ball. Emmy Hansard. That's a heck of a shield that time by Megan Ruoff. And Amon right there. Ruoff, number 10 for Swarthmore, did just a great job shielding the defender, getting possession, and then moving it up. Carbonaire hit that up, but France with the head ball. That was Danny blocking, making a nice defensive play, number 28 for the Bullets. There's France in the back. Swarthmore looking to get the attack. Here comes Kaufman-Sedano. That's a nice ball, though, by number 20, Mishler. They're battling. Kaufman-Sedano is about as relentless a player, just never gives up on a play. But that time, Morgan Hobson got the ball, passed it back, and the Bullets tried to make the transition, but it was France on the steal. Swarthmore does a good job working the ball out from the back, but that one is stolen. And a trip that time by France, and are we going to get a card here? Yes, we are. First yellow of the game. And we talked about Weinberg having the team high 4 goals. This is why she's a very effective player taking these free kicks. You know, I don't think that wall's quite 10 yards either, but yep, see, they're going to walk it off. You know, as a player, you know it. You just know that those and it makes a difference. And where she is, she can certainly get the net. I think she's going to try to go on the net. I don't think she's passing this. Here comes. Low, that was actually into the wall. Rebound and blocked again. The Swarthmore crowd here at Clothier Field shows its appreciation. Swarthmore working in tight corners. By the way, just a beautiful night for soccer. It's 60 degrees and clear here at Swarthmore, game time temperature. Mishler on the throw. She has Slevin right there close to her. Carbonaire now walking, but intercepted. Well done by Karen Mays. Weinberg kicked that ball out. Joseph now tries to get the attack. Slevin couldn't quite handle it. Ayango Opio, look at that, just took her time. Kicked it back to Mays, a little bit too far. Mishler. And she kicks it out of bounds. And again, Danny Kaufman-Sedano, number 12, as we have a stoppage here. Referee Zach Smith talking to head coach Mike Garrett. Or Matt Garrett, excuse me. Matt Garrett with a record of 148, 86, and 37 in his 16th year. Kaufman-Sedano just wide. Amon making the dive. It's funny, Danny has just one goal in the year, but every time I've seen her play, she's just given the opposing defense just fits. I'll tell you, Weinberg taking all these kicks just must be in tip-top shape to be able to do that. That takes a lot out of you. Hansard with a nice head ball. Carbonaire. There's Carbonaire again. Fox. Oh, nice pass that time to Molly O'Shea. O'Shea just couldn't quite handle it. It had a little velocity on it. It was a tough ball to handle, but O'Shea would have had a little room there. Nice distribution by Fox. O'Shea, you don't want to give her a shot. Oh, a little miscommunication that time. As Carbonaire thought she was going to go back to her, O'Shea put it down on the right side. Good idea, good thought by the Bullets. 24-20 left in the first half of a scoreless tie here. Mounts. Look at Mounts. We talk about her in tight quarters. It couldn't have gotten much tighter than that. Ayanyo Opio to Nicte Machado Atco. Nice slide by Amon. Coming off her line. She read the play very well. This is her 14th game of the year. Has gotten a lot of action in net. There's Mounts crossing midfield. That's an interesting play. Weinberg originally thought maybe I can let the ball go out, but the ball didn't have enough speed on it, so she had to kick it away. Hansard on the throw. Abby Chang. That's a nice defensive play by Michener because Chang has the ability to turn that ball, go down the flank. Switching fields a little bit. Hobson got things started. Swarthmore making it difficult, though, for Gettysburg to get the ball out of the back. Here comes O'Shea. O'Shea tried to kick it off. Swarthmore out of bounds. It didn't go that way, though. Right around midfield now. Mays. Weinberg, the ever-present Weinberg. I'll tell you what, number 12, you watch her play, you could see how well she reads plays actually before they even happen. She has great anticipation. How about that move by Yango Opio? Kaufman-Sedano to Chang. Chang looking for some space to Kaufman-Sedano with the cross. The head ball in. It looked like Machado Acco will get the official. What a job. 21:40 left here in the first half, and the Garnet leading 1-0. Nicte Machado Acco, her second of the season. Kaufman-Sedano with the assist. Well, we said that Kaufman-Sedano has just the one goal, but she's constantly made things happen.
Swarthmore goal scored by number 21, Nicte Machado Acco. Assisted by number 12, Danny Kaufman-Sedano.
For Kaufman-Sedano, that's her third assist of the season.
Entering the game for Swarthmore, number 9, Ali Zitelli.
Ali Zitelli into the game for Swarthmore. She's another person with great energy. There's Mounts. Great composure with the ball. Mischler with a nice defensive play to Carbonaire. And that's Mounts on the foul. And again, referee Zach Smith telling her, come on. Joseph to midfield. Mischler now brings it up. It's a good cut that time. Cleared away by Swarthmore. Abby Chang to Mounts. Kaufman-Sedano. Oh, that's great passing by the Garnet. Kaufman-Sedano running it down, but Almond gets there before. Really nice one-touch passing by the Garnet. The stoppage here, we may have an injury. Elise Fox coming off the field for Gettysburg. Coming in is Crin Canukasero. Junior from East Windsor, New Jersey. Went to Princeton High School. A team that had a great season last year. Central Jersey champs. Strong defense that time. On the far side, that's Meath. Now coming into the game is Kim Kokenmeister for Swarthmore and number 11, Allie Strazella for Gettysburg. Molly O'Shea comes out for Gettysburg, and our goal scorer, Nicte Machado Acco, out for the Garnet. Tell you, to show the depth that Todd Ankaitis has on his team, Kim Kokenmeister, who just came off the bench, is the leading goal scorer for this team with 8. Jane McGrath coming in now for Gettysburg. There's Matt Garrett making some substitutions. And she'll replace Danny Blocking. Gettysburg. Slevin. Slevin, as we mentioned, has done a ton of running. Officials say play on, and it'll be the Bullets on the throw. Joseph with a nice cross inside there. Slevin with the trap. And that shot just wide. That looked like it was Canukasero on the shot. A little pressure right now by Gettysburg. Nice job by Mishler letting the ball go out of bounds and giving the throw to the Bullets. O'Shea taken away, though, by Hansard. Emmy now. Kaufman Sedano has it. Zitelli with the shot just wide. Excuse me, that was Mounts. 23, Zoe Want into the game. Zoe, a sophomore from Redondo Beach, California. So a lot of subs in this game for Coach Garrett here in the first half. That's off Mounts. No, excuse me. Mounts kicked that off the Bullets, so it'll be Hansard for Swarthmore on the throw. There's Mounts. She does that step over so well, doesn't she? You know, she has defenders on her all the time. She can feel the defensive pressure, does that step over, and just buys herself time. Really composed with the ball. There's the telly now. Going down that right flank. Passing it back, Mays. Little bit too far. She was looking for Kokenmeister. And that's one of the things Swarthmore really likes to do. They like to get number 3, Kokenmeister, in space. She's just a person that has a nose for the goal. You know, she'll make her runs from the outside. She'll go inside. She'll mix it up. That's a great job by O'Shea, bringing that ball down and then sending it down the left wing. A little bit too far on that, and Keller will clear it out. I'll tell you, Molly O'Shea, you like the composure with the ball that she's showing. Meath ran that down with Swarthmore. And the person who just went down the wing, Schaefer, gets a breather. Shot that time. By 29, Jalia Musel. Well, that was excellent quickness by Musel. I'll tell you what, the players coming off the bench tonight for Gettysburg have certainly accredited themselves well. Here comes Strazella. That's out of bounds, so it'll be Mishler on the throw. She's one of the players that hasn't been off the field yet. Sophie Vesley ready to come into the game for Swarthmore. Weinberg. Chang. Kaufman-Sedano. In a one-on-one situation, she's dangerous. Oh, and she was going for Abby Chang, and Abby fell. Here comes O'Shea. Musel. And I'll tell you, 29 has had a couple of nice runs down that left flank. She's somebody that Swarthmore's certainly going to have to watch. 11:33 left in the first half. Swarthmore leading Gettysburg 1-0. Opening round Centennial Conference action. Tell you, France and Mays have worked really well together in the back for Swarthmore, 24 and 26. Here comes Mounts. She's got a little bit of a steam. You know she can shoot it from there. Tries to go. She was looking for Kaufman-Sedano. Chang crossed it over, and that ball will go out. So it'll be Jordan Weinberg on the goal kick. This is tough if you have a goal kick and go to the center of the field because Swarthmore very strong there, as we just saw by Kokenmeister getting her head on that ball. Moosaw couldn't quite control that. If she had, she might have had some space. And here she is again with it. And that was back to Hobson. And they'll work it up from the back. Joseph. Zoe Want still keeps control of it. And that ball goes out, so it'll be a throw for the Garnet. That ball was cleared away by Jane McGrath for the Bullets. Look at Moosaw coming all the way back and making that defensive play for Gettysburg. That's an impressive run. Here's Moosaw again. Swarthmore, Kokenmeister, but Amon there on the slide. And again, Swarthmore loves to get Kokenmeister in those positions where she can be running on goal with a chance. She just puts a lot of pressure on an opposing defense. Chang. Well, excellent job to keep possession there. There were several defenders. Ball out, and it's the Garnet. Kaufman-Sedano, what a move there. But Joseph made her get rid of it, and Weinberg on the clear. Again, it'll be the Garnet. Eloise France, just inside midfield. How about that? The freshman from Barcelona, Spain. What an adjustment she's made. And she's gotten a lot of playing time as the season has gone on. Kaufman-Sedano, but that was hit away. Want. Kanukasero couldn't just quite get possession of it. Kaufman-Sedano. Hobson. That's good work by the Bullets on that right side. Equally good work, though, by Karen Mays. Look at Kaufman-Sedano battling for it. And she actually drew the foul on Mishler. So it'll be a free kick for the Garnet with 6:25 and counting left here in the first half. Swarthmore 1-0 over Gettysburg. And again, watch out for Yanyo Opio, number 5. Mays has a big foot. Yep, she got a nice kick in there. Actually, Kokenmeister got the head on it, cleared away. That was cleared away by Naomi Joseph. But it'll be a corner kick. It'll be Karen Mays, Jacinta Fernandez-Bruff into the game. Mays with the end swinger here. Kokenmeister with the head ball in. Kim Kokenmeister with the head ball. And the Garnet lead it 2-0. Goal number 9 on the season for Kim. And an excellent service on that corner kick by Karen Mays, who gets her 3rd assist. If you're Gettysburg, you want to just try to put on some pressure here. Oh, that was an excellent job by Gettysburg's Canucasero. Crossed it there, but there were no dark jerseys. Gettysburg still with the pressure. And Keller makes the play. Canucasero that time, number 7. That cross came right by the goal. And actually, there were no players from either team there. The flag went up. It could not have been offside. I don't know what the call is. But either way, it's a free kick. Weinberg will tee it up. Ayango Pio that time with the hit. That's a good job by Hobson. She stayed on that ball that time. Had a lot of white shirts to have to get that ball through. And in the game is Bree Bush, 15. You just saw her. Hobson. Hobson does a nice job of getting that offense going. Didn't see anything forward, sent it back. There's Kokemeister. She's running on goal. She hit it, and it scores. Kim Kokemeister. With her 2nd goal in a little over 2-minute time. And the Garden now lead it 3-0. Well, we told you how they like to send her on goal. She does tremendous job moving without the ball. And that is now her 10th goal of the season. It's a nice feed, and they gave Jacinta Fernandez-Bruff the assist. And now Vesley will take the throw. Boy, Fernandez-Bruff, number 7, has given tremendous minutes here. Kokemeister got her head on that ball again. One thing that's impressive fundamentally, and Swarthmore, you could tell, works a lot on this. A lot of the Swarthmore players are able to shield the defender from the ball, make the trap, and make the play. And it certainly has boded well here. In on goal, and there's Keller as Zoe Want was coming on very quickly. Looks like Keller found something on the field. She was trying to get everyone's attention. Oh, okay, it was a shin guard. Just 1:48 left here in the first half, and it has been an explosion by Swarthmore, leading 3-0. O'Shea with a nice initial head there. Excellent defensive play by Weinberg. Read the play again, and had she not done that, Kaufman Sedano may have been able to have a run in on goal. Bree Bush on the throw. Nice job by Zatelli. Intercepted. There's O'Shea. Again, I think O'Shea thought that number 11, Ali Strazella was going to run more toward the goal. It's a nice idea. By the way, a nice crowd here on a beautiful early November evening. Musso with some nice control. Look at her. She's getting a little momentum there, and finally Zatelli kicked it away. And they're counting it down to 10, and it's winding down. I really like Musso in some open space. And that'll do it. So for the first 23-plus minutes, it was scoreless, but 3 goals by Swarthmore, and the Garnet hold a 3-0 lead. We'll be back in a bit for the second half, with Swarthmore leading 3-0 over Gettysburg. And welcome back as we get ready for second half of action. Swarthmore leading by a score of 3-0 over Gettysburg. Nicte Machado Acco got the scoring going with 21:40 left in the first half on an excellent feed from Danny Kaufman-Sedano. It was Machado Acco's second of the season. Then Kim Kokemeister scored the next two goals for Swarthmore. One on a corner kick, heading it in on a great play by Karen Mays. That was Mays' third assist of the season. And then Kokemeister on a nice long ball by Jacinta Fernandez-Bruff scored her 10th goal of the season, just 3:17 left in the first half. That was Jacinta's first assist of the season. You know, as we look at the first half stats, they're not as lopsided as you would think, other than goals, which is obviously the big one. But in shots, Swarthmore leading 8-6. Shots on goal, 3-2. Corners, Swarthmore leads it 2-0. Swarthmore's had 5 fouls to 4 for Gettysburg. For Gettysburg, this is just the third time this year the Bullets have surrendered more than 2 goals a game. But it is the 5th time this season that Swarthmore has scored at least 3. No surprise, Kim Kokemeister, who has the 2 goals and came off the bench tonight, is starting here in the second half for Swarthmore. Well, if you're Gettysburg, you just have to try to keep working. I mean, they have some really skilled players. You can't get 3 back right away, and they just have to chip away and see what can happen. And there's a shot that time that goes just wide by Ashley Carbonare. So that's a positive sign for Gettysburg. Starting things out. There's O'Shea. She got a nice touch on that ball. Going to the outside to Mishler, who will take the throw. Weinberg with the cross in. I'll tell you, Swarthmore have been so good in the air. That time it was France. Look at that trap by O'Shea. That's excellent ball control. O'Shea again. Kokemeister was coming back. She tried to get it back to Fox. A lot of pressure by the Garnet. That's good hustle on the far side by Schaefer, number 18. Ball's off Schaefer, but she really made a run at it. And it looks like Gettysburg has come out this second half with some fire. Zitelli, who came off the bench, always plays well for Swarthmore. Hobson tried to go long. Keller showing some nice field player skills there. Gets a boot right just past midfield. Fox was the first to get the head on it. That's a good battle that time by blocking. 28. And she kicks it off. Neath. So it'll be the Bullets on the throw. Danny blocking. There's Slevin. Remember, Slevin did such a good job chasing the ball in that first half. making it a little tough for the defenders of Swarthmore to get the ball out. Although that's a hard pace to play for an entire 45 minutes. Hobson going after it. Oyanyo Opio, excellent strength to get that ball away. Here comes Zatelli. Meath. Kokenmeister with a nice one-touch. Boy, that's yeoman defensive work by blocking 28. She's really stayed on the ball and was rewarded with a Gettysburg possession. Actually, with the foul right there, and it'll be Naomi Joseph on the free kick. Well, one thing if you're a Gettysburg fan, you have to like the fact that the Bullets have come out really on fire here in the second half. O'Shea all the way to the right flank, but Keller kicks it away. She was trying to find Schaefer there, but Keller read the play, came out, and kicked the ball away. There's Hobson. And what a play by Yanyo Opio that time. She not only made the defensive play, she kicked it off Hobson, so it'll be a throw for the Garnet. O'Shea that time. I'll tell you, you can't leave Molly, number 10, open. She's shown she will pull that trigger on that shot. Mays, who had the great assist on that corner on the goal kick. There's Hobson, and she's taken down, and it'll be a free kick. Morgan Hobson making the play there, and now it's Weinberg. Now Weinberg goes off the ball, and it looks like it's blocking on the kick here. And cleared away by the Garnet. That was by Ali Zatelli. So some pressure by Gettysburg to begin this second half. Bullets aren't playing like a team down. They're going after it. I'll tell you, the Centennial Conference is just so competitive just to get one of these 6 berths. And remember, before it used to be 5. Winner of this game plays at number 2 Dickinson on Friday in the semifinal. There's O'Shea. O'Shea's had a lot of touches. Blocking with the move, but how about Kaufman Sedano coming back there? And a fine defensive play by Joseph, because if she didn't stop that ball, Kokenmeister would have been open in probably a one-on-one situation. Here's O'Shea. Again, she was looking for the cross. Ball kicked a little too far. And coming the other way is Swarthmore. Weinberg with a great defensive play there. We've already talked about Weinberg, how well she reads the game. That was just another example of that play. And that ball by Hobson kicked out of bounds. Emmy Hansard comes back into the game. She was a starter for Swarthmore. And she replaces Callie Stoltz. One thing you notice, Keller, I said this before, almost looks like a field player sometimes, the way she handles the ball back there as a keeper. Hansard to Kaufman-Sedano. Big race there, blocking. Kicks it back and clear it away. Joseph had nothing else to do but just clear that ball out. Here comes Mounts. She can tee it up from there. Mounts with a shot. And Amelia Mounts makes it 4-0 Swarthmore. You can't give her that kind of room, and you see why. We talked before about how she's so good in tight quarters. Well, she's also very good in the open field. That is her 7th goal of the season. And the Garnet with a commanding 4-0 lead. 35-44 left. So Gettysburg was getting a nice surge early on there, and then in that transition, it was Mounts. Meath kicks it back. Tell you, Keller's like a 12th field player out there. Very impressed with her skill. Also, she's done a good job anticipating balls coming off her line. Here comes Hobson. Can she get control? Fox took one extra dribble, maybe one dribble too many. She could have maybe teed it up. Kokenmeister. There's Machado Otko. She didn't give up on that ball. Kokenmeister tries to work the left flank. Kicks it inside. And cleared away by Danny blocking. Jacinta Fernandez-Bruff coming back into the game. Amelia Mounts out for the Garnet. O'Shea kicked that ball out. One thing you have to wonder now, with 33-40 and counting left here in the second half, is how many of the starters will get a rest if you're Swarthmore, because you've got to play Friday against Dickinson. Carbonaire, Meath. Job well done by Meath. It'll be a throw for the Bullets. Blocking. Carbonaire trying to get some room. That's the thing. Gettysburg has not been able to get room. Long shot there. Save Keller that time. Pre-Bush on the shot. It'll be Mishler on the corner. That ball, and Keller hits it out. You know, I said that was Bush on that shot. Again, that may have been Hobson, not 15, 16. Here comes a corner from the other side. Blocking. Trying to cross it inside there, but Keller there on the catch. So I'll tell you what, you've got to hand it to Gettysburg. Obviously, it can be discouraging to be down 4 goals, but the Bullets continue to put some pressure on. Macy Mangini coming into the game for Alice Ayongo Pio, and I wonder if this is the end for her tonight. As I said, this is actually a luxury with a lead like this for Todd Ankaitis to clear his bench. Also ready to come in is Anna Chiron and Isabella Specarla.
Swarthmore, number 13, Macy Mangini. And for Gettysburg, number 8, Jane Diatola.
Jane Diatola, number 8, into the game for Gettysburg. .49:47 left in the second half. Swarthmore in command, 4-0. Excellent job by Slevin that time, keeping control. Pass, though, a little bit too far. She was looking to hit Schaefer down that right flank. It's been a big game in the back for France, Mays, and the rest of the defenders. Weinberg has it. She has a little time now. One thing Swarthmore's done a real good job today is of intercepting the long balls. There's Fernandez Bruff. Nice back pass. Mangini to Meath. Really good ball movement. Zitelli actually trying to pass it to herself. And that's an excellent defensive play by Danny blocking. She did not let Zitelli get to the ball and then actually caused the foul on Alley. So it'll be a free kick for the Bullets. One thing about Swarthmore, the Garner, they're not sitting on this lead at all. There's Kokenmeister trying to split defenders, but Amon right there. You know, Kokenmeister has been on a roll here. She's had 4 goals, counting the 2 tonight, in her last 4 games. 10 for the season. Here comes Hernandez Bruff. And that pass, again, looking to feed Kokenmeister, running on goal, just a little too wide. Isabella Spagerla into the game for Swarthmore. Emmy Hansard.
Isabella Spagerla.
Swarthmore in the Region 5 rankings, currently third behind Johns Hopkins Messiah. How about Johns Hopkins? What a powerhouse team that is. Of course, the Blue Jays, the regular season champion in the Centennial Conference with a 10-0 record. And also, today's coaches poll, the Division III coaches poll, Johns Hopkins is number 2 in the country. Swarthmore, by the way, received votes in the poll. O'Shea, really like O'Shea's game. Look how she keeps composure there. Diatola, she's going to try to make the cross. Oh, she had time for the cross, but then tried one-on-one. It's a nice defensive play by the Garnet. There's O'Shea, trying to turn the corner. Kicks it off Tyrone, and it'll be a corner kick for the Bullets. It's like blocking on the corner. Not surprisingly, just about everybody up for Gettysburg. That was cleared away by Machado Acco that time. Nicte, of course, scored the first goal of the game, her second of the season. You know, in the regular season, Swarthmore won a 2-1 decision over Gettysburg. That was back on September 21st. That game was at Gettysburg. The Bullets took a 1-0 lead in that game on an O'Shea penalty kick, but then Swarthmore came back. 2 goals in the last 9 minutes by Mounts and Kokenmeister. And, of course, both of those players have scored tonight. Mounts with the 4th goal, Kokenmeister with goals number 2 and 3. And she hit double figures with her 10th goal of the season. That's quite a feat. You know, that play was an example of just how hard Gettysburg continues to play despite being down. That was Bree Bush that time, went after that ball and got the possession. You know, sometimes you can be outplayed, but maybe not out-hustled. So Gettysburg gets some credit here for just continuing to work hard. This has just been one of those nights. It's Swarthmore's night. As the Garnet have bounced back from that regular season ending 2-1 loss to Haverford. Vesley with the stick that time for Swarthmore. Here's Hobson. Joseph. Boy, relentless pressure, isn't it, by Swarthmore? Bush on the throw. She'll do it again. 21:59 left. It's been all Swarthmore, 4-0. Again, for about the first 23 minutes of the game, it was scoreless. And then Machado Otko opened the scoring with 21:40 left in the first half. And then Kokemeister gets 2 goals in less than a 3-minute span late in the first half to give Swarthmore a 3-0 lead, and then mounts with her 7th of the season here in the second half. So Swarthmore will get a rematch against Dickinson if this lead holds up. I mean, stranger things have happened, but let's just say if the lead holds up, it'll be Swarthmore Dickinson. And they just played on October 22nd. Hobson gets a rest for Gettysburg. She's had a nice game tonight. So the Bullets still looking to attack. That's Drizella on the right side. But Swarthmore really playing with a hunger. But anyway, on October 22nd, Dickinson beat Swarthmore 2-1. Meg Tate, the prolific goal scorer, got the first 2 goals of the game for Dickinson. And then it was Kokemeister scoring for Swarthmore, but that would be it in the 2-1 game. There's Joseph from the back. Seems like very few fouls here in the second half. Both teams just playing solid soccer. It'll be on the far side. Eli Dellinger coming into the game for Kokemeister. Gets a well-deserved applause. Sullivan Williams in the game. She's got the throw there for Gettysburg. Cleared away by the Bullets. Gettysburg came into tonight having scored 16 goals and allowed 19. Meanwhile, Swarthmore came into the night with 35 goals, having allowed 17, so double the number. And then add 4 to that. $15 different goal scorers for the Garnet. It just shows what depth that Coach Todd Ankaitis has developed. Hope Neal into the game. By the way, she is a very dangerous offensive player as well. This shows the depth. Nice little work in the back there by the Bullets. And turning around and sending it out is Schaefer. That was Jacinta Fernandez-Bruff, number 7. And as you saw there, she is not afraid to tee it up. Grace Slevin returns to the game for Gettysburg. Remember in the first half, all the running Slevin was doing, trying to be a one-person high pressure on that defense. Joseph cleared it away. It was a nice play. I'm impressed with a lot of the players here on this Gettysburg team. It's just one of those nights. It wasn't the Bullets' night, and it was Swarthmore's. There's O'Shea. Distributes the ball out. Kicked away. Swarthmore's done a very good job in the back tonight, getting to those loose balls. Also, number 6, Rebecca Putnam back in the game for Swarthmore. Hey, there's some nice work by Diatolo. And finally cleared away by the Garnet. What Swarthmore defenders do so much, a lot of times, especially when you get in a one-on-one situation, you'll have a defender that'll commit too much. They make the opposition make the move. They don't really give up their ground defensively and commit or fall on the ground. It makes it very tough to try to break down a defense that way. Hey, Fernandez Bruff putting on a little show here, isn't she? Isn't number 7? How about that? Todd Ankaitis, what a job he's done here at Swarthmore. 213, 83, and 28 is his record. 6 NCAA appearances. Hoping to make a 7th. Vesley. There's Joseph on the defensive play, but Swarthmore's still there. And Joseph with the clear. All right, number 5 has been busy back there for the Bullets. Here's Hope Neal. Look how crisply the Garnet are working the ball. And keep in mind, this is a lot of the second unit players. That was Cairo, and she was looking to go on goal. And Elizabeth Brown coming in for Swarthmore. Coming back into the game is Jalea Musa, who in the first half, if you recall, 29, she had some very nice runs down that left side. 13:40 left. It's been all Garnet since Nicte Machado Otko opened the scoring with 21:40 left in the first half. Good crisp passing by the Garnet. Weinberg got her foot on that, and it's a good thing. What a season Weinberg has had, leading this Gettysburg team with 4 goals. 8 different players have scored goals this year for Gettysburg. 3 multi-goal scorers. Carbonaire with 3, and Musa with 3. Well, one thing is Swarthmore prepares for Dickinson. Coach Ankaitis has gotten a lot of people playing time here. Great defensive play by Jacinta Fernandez-Bruff. Got to hand it to both teams. They are really playing hard. Julia Hunter coming into the game for Gettysburg. Also, Ella D. Reeves. Hunter, a sophomore from Cumming, New York. Reeves, a freshman from South Orange, New Jersey. A lot of Jersey products on this Gettysburg team. Of course, New Jersey is in the middle right now. Just got started. It's NJSIAA state tournament. Joseph sends it in. One of the regulars that remains, and that was a little too far for Putnam. Karen Mays, besides Keller, may be the only starter in the game right now for Swarthmore. Mays has been such a solidifying presence. 26 has in the back. Ammon with the clear. There's O'Shea. Man, she's good with the ball, isn't she? Look at that. That's a great ball. Little far. And Karen Mays will run it down. She had to go to Keller because 18, Schaefer, was really hustling down there. Made her make the play. Here's Putnam. Neal. Fernandez-Bruff. And cleared away by blocking. Boy, relentless pressure by the Garnet. I haven't seen all of Swarthmore's games, but considering the caliber of opponent, and make no mistake, this is a very good Gettysburg team. This might be the best effort of the season. Of course, a favorite in the Centennial Conference, obviously regular season champion Johns Hopkins. Here's O'Shea. And a nice play by 13 Mangini. Swarthmore ball. Love the way O'Shea can turn on the jets and still keep control of that ball. She keeps that ball right near her foot. She dribbles low to the ground. Just a really impressive player. Sullivan Williams ready to check back in for the Bullets. Putnam. And Joseph with the clear. In the Centennial Conference playoffs earlier today, it was McDaniel, the 4 seed, over the 5 seed, Franklin and Marshall. They played to a 1-1 draw, and then McDaniel won 4-3 in penalty kicks. So now McDaniel goes to top seed at Johns Hopkins on Friday in the one semifinal, and as things stand here, it'll be Swarthmore at second seed at Dickinson. Sullivan Williams comes in. Out is Jordan Weinberg. What a season. What a career she's had, but she leaves the game. And they're called an offside there as Grace Slevin was up there. Sophie Karatzis, or excuse me, Arubis O, and Maria Lee ready to come into the game for Swarthmore. Again, after the conference tournament this weekend, it'll be the NCAA tournament coming up. Semifinals are on Friday, and the finals are on Sunday at the highest seed. Look at these players, how hard they're playing. This game's long been decided. And that's a credit to these programs. That's Bree Bush that time, really battling for that ball, getting the call. Under 5 minutes to go, 4-0 Swarthmore. This appears to be the final game here at Clothier Field. Well, you never know if Swarthmore gets in the NCAA tournament. But the other thing is, if Swarthmore beats Dickinson and McDaniel would upset Johns Hopkins, then Swarthmore would be hosting the championship game. Bullets ball, as we're winding down here to the 4-minute mark. How about that trap that time by Dellinger, number 19, for the Garnet. I'll tell you, with as hard as both teams are playing, you would think the score is 0-0. Again, I've mentioned it before. It's a credit to both programs. Swarthmore hasn't let its foot off the gas, but Gettysburg hasn't been demoralized enough to just go through the motions. The Bullets are really going after it. As we said, this was just the Garnet's night. A really impressive showing. Under 3 minutes. Bullets trying to get one here. Schaefer. Oh, now she'll give it to Bush on the throw. To Schaefer. She'll turn. Can she shoot? No. And there'll be a foul on Vesley there, so the free kick. By the way, Musa, 29, is on that far post. Let's see what kind of run she makes on the goal here. Mishler. Oh, she's going for the goal, but Keller makes the save. Not a bad thought, especially this late in the game. So Swarthmore is going to improve to 13-4-1. Gettysburg will finish up 6-7-5. 3 goals in the first half, and then Amelia Mounts with her 7th goal of the season in the second half for Swarthmore. And the byproduct of winning a convincing game like this is the fact that we said the starters got to rest because, Swarthmore had played on Saturday, had to go today. Tough game on Friday against Dickinson. As we're down to the final minute. Ammon clears it away. So congratulations, first off, to Gettysburg for making it in the Centennial Conference Tournament. And, of course, to Swarthmore for advancing to the semifinals. Hope Neal, she can tee it up from out there. You can't give her too much room. And we're now down to 10 seconds as they're counting it down. So that'll do it. An impressive victory as the crowd gives the host Garnet a well-deserved round of applause in what may have been the most impressive game of the season for Swarthmore. A lot of the seniors for Gettysburg being hugged there for their last game. As we said, a job well done by the Bullets to qualify, but tonight it was Swarthmore's night. Nicte Machado Atco, her 2nd of the year, 21:40 left in the first half, on a nice feed from Danny Kaufman-Sedano, her 3rd assist. Then Kim Kokenmeister heading in a corner from Karen Mays with 5:24 left in the half. And then Kokenmeister again, a nice long ball from Jacinta Fernandez-Bruff, made it 3-0 with 3:17 left in the first half. That was Kim's 10th of the season, 4th in 4 games. And she's picked an opportune time to get on a scoring streak. And finally in the second half with 35:44 left, it was Amelia Mounts on one of her patented rocket shots, her 7th goal of the season. And that wraps it up. So Swarthmore advances and will travel to number 2 Dickinson in the Centennial Conference semifinal on Friday. That'll be a 7 p.m. game. The other Centennial Conference game, it'll be McDaniel at Johns Hopkins Friday. That'll be 6. And then the championship Sunday at the highest remaining seed, and that'll be a 2 o'clock game. So that'll wrap it up. Swarthmore 4, Gettysburg nothing. Mark Narducci saying thanks for watching and have a great evening, everybody.